Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Give you a little verse here to either get your day started with, or maybe your day's already started. Just kind of give you a little more push and give you some momentum going forward. Um, Philippians chapter 2, really verse 15 is the verse I want, but I need to read verse 14 to kind of give you an idea of what he's talking about. In verse 14, Paul says, "Do all things without complaining and disputing." He says, do everything without complaining, without arguing, all right? Do all things without complaining and without disputing, so that you may become blameless and harmless, children of God, without fault, in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world. So the first thing he says, you got to stop complaining. You got to stop arguing. You just have to stop. You have to stop doing things and complaining about it to everybody and arguing about everything that you have to do. He says, so that you may become blameless and harmless, children of God, without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. So look, he's drawing a contrast here between the people of God and the people of this world. He said, you need to be a people who are blameless, who are, how's he say it? Blameless and harmless. Yeah. He's talking about you need to be a people who are trying to live the right way. You need to be a people who have a moral purity to your life and a morality to your life. You need to be a people who are different. You need to be different from this world. And you need to be blameless and harmless. There needs to be a purity to your life. People ought to not be able to point their finger at you and cast accusations at you. You ought to not be the negative Nelly in your workplace, all right? Or the negative Ned, or whatever we want to say. You ought to not be the one that everybody says, well, he's just a big old griper. That ought not be you if you're a child of God. So the child of God should be blameless and harmless, but this perverse, this generation, he says, in this world is crooked and perverse. Let's just face it, the world is immoral, all right? The world doesn't care about the things of God, doesn't want to care about the things of God, has no desire to care about the things of God. The world is all about me and whatever is right for me, good for me, feels good for me, whatever works for me. It's about me. And so if it doesn't meet me as the standard, then I'm a complainer, I'm a griper, I am a disputer, I'm angry, and I will take matters into my own hands. And so we need to be distinctive from this world. We need to be different. So he says, so that you'll be blameless and harmless, the children of God, without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights to the world. You see, we are lights in this dark places. We are the sun, the moon, and the stars. We are the ones who shine. We are the ones who are different. We are the ones who give light. And that light, of course, we know is the light of Christ. Shine your light. Jesus said, you are the light of the world. And the reason that we're lit is so that we can be shining in the darkness. I think I actually did that just a few days ago, right? But do everything without complaining and grumbling, that you may be blameless and harmless, children of God, in this crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights. Get out there in faith today. God bless you guys. Love you.